guys, it's Lisa. I hope you guys are doing well. I have an update for you regarding the Kyle situation, aka knowing who my husband is. If you're new to this channel, you're new to this video series, I guess now it is, you won't know everything I'm talking about, so go back and watch the last video, then come back and I got the tea for you. I got the updates for you. So, brief recap of last time. God told me who my husband was. His name, Zach, for all intents and purposes. His name was Zach. Then he untold me, and now here we are at Kyle. Kyle is who God told me my husband is. Now, like I said, you might want to backtrack and figure that all out if you're new here. So, here we are. Right after I put out the first video, me and Kyle start talking more. I'm like, oh my gosh, we're getting closer as friends. This is what I wanted. I'm not exactly thinking that it's time to start dating right now based on Kyle's personal situation in terms of like what he's doing right now in life, and based on my personal situation. I don't know if I shared, just got into divinity school, so I'm going back to get my master's. I got 2 jobs right now. I'm doing a lot of other extracurricular stuff. So I don't think I really have time to give to a relationship in a really fair way. So I was like, oh my gosh, let's just get closer as friends. Sounds dope. And we'll build to, getting married and all that good stuff. So we were talking, we would video chat and like talk on the phone for over 2 hours. And the thing about me and Kyle is we would always do that, but it was more sporadic. And when I say sporadic, I mean like months apart, because me and Kyle are friends. So, but I was like, okay, we're talking more often. And like now it's like, oh my gosh, we're going to be closer friends. And then it'll be the greatest love story ever told. We're one step closer. Then Kyle stopped talking to me for like 2 weeks. And I know we're going to think like, first of all, Kyle, but it wasn't really like that, because I think now that I know he is my husband, my spirit feels different about him. And I know, just stay with me, y'all. I could tell he wasn't talking to me, not because he was being rude, not because he's an F-boy or whatever, because something was wrong. But I couldn't tell what was wrong, and I didn't really feel, I didn't feel like it was my place to ask yet, because that's not my man yet, you know what I mean? He can go through his own stuff, handle it however he wants to handle it, until he's ready for me to, help him, you know what I mean? But to me, it was so frustrating, because I was like, God, I know something's wrong with him, like I can feel it, and I just want to help him, not just because I know he's my husband, but because he's my friend, like I just want to help him. So, after 2 weeks of not talking to me, he texted me and apologized for not texting me back and all that stuff, and it was fine. But then I got more upset, which was kind of illogical, because I probably should have been upset when he wasn't responding, but I got more upset when he did respond, because I was like, the audacity of you to respond to me? It was the weirdest thing. And I think there's a lot of illogical emotions that are happening and are going to be explained throughout this video, or expressed throughout this video, because I'm still understanding them. But I was almost I was less mad when you didn't message me or talk to me, because then I knew, okay, he's going through something. And now it's I still think he's going through something, but he realized he hadn't replied to me as a friend and needed to say something. So with all that being said, I'm continuously praying for him, continuously just God, what can I do to help this man who is just a great man? My husband and all, fantastic, can't wait. I think he's really fine. I think he's a really nice man. All this good stuff. However, forget all that for a second. Just as a person, I want to help him. I want him to be okay. So I pray for him a lot. And especially whenever he comes into my spirit, I just pray for him. And I've started doing that with, just people in general. Because I think people come into your mind for a reason. This is a side note. But people come into your mind for a reason. And whether it's so you can text them and check on them. Sometimes if I have that kind of relationship, I'll just pop in and be like, hey, you're on my mind. Hope you're good. Praying for you. If we don't, I'll just pray for you, because why are you on my mind? I don't know, but I hope you're good, so I just pray for you. So, all that to be said, and what I'm trying to say is, he went ghost for a little bit, but I think it was within reason. I don't really know. He hasn't really said anything. All I can do is pray for him, like I said. But I was like, okay, what can I learn through this? Because I'm mad. I thought we were getting closer as friends, But then now here we are and we're not talking. So like, God, what is going on? So I was praying about it and God was like he didn't say this, but in summation, our conversation was, I let my own expectations disappoint me. Kyle didn't do anything. Do you know what I mean? And do I wish we could talk about whatever's bothering him? Yes. But if Kyle doesn't feel like sharing that with me, he doesn't have to share that with me. Nobody has to share anything with me. But like, I would love to help you. I always would love to help everybody. But yeah, so I was like, okay, so God, how am I supposed to not let that happen? Because you the one who told me, and I'm not gonna lie, I was really mad and like frustrated and emotional. So low-key, I was talking like this to God. I had to apologize later because I was talking out the side of my neck because I was really going through it. And he understood. He's loving. He's forgiving. He's patient. He gets it. But I had to be like, I'm sorry, Daddy. Like, that was out of line. But I really was talking to him some type of way. I said, God, you're the one who told me this is my man. I didn't ask for it this time. I was content not knowing. So if you told me this, how am I not supposed to set expectations? Like, that doesn't make sense to me. He was like, stop setting expectations. I said, okay, so like, you the one who be putting these visions in my head, and I be like picturing us together and stuff. So what am I supposed to do with those? And he was like, write them. So if you don't know, I'm also a writer and I write scripts and stuff. So yeah, that's what I've decided to do with all this energy, is channel it into something, channel it into these videos, channel it into like stuff I'm going to create and write, so that it's going somewhere and not just staying up here and low-key tormenting me, for lack of a better term, because it really is just like all this stuff running around in my head, and it's like, but I don't feel like I have anywhere to put it. So God just told me to put it into my creativity and put it to my art. And I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I was supposed to make this video about a week ago, but I don't know. I just started feeling like, well, why am I going through all of this? And it's like, because somebody else needs to hear it. And this is really the reason I'm sharing these videos, is for God to get the glory out of it. Because there's some women who have gotten in touch with me. Hey, y'all, if you're watching. It's been so nice chatting with you guys. There are women who've been watching who, like, I'm like, yo, like, I'm glad I can give you somebody to relate to, and God can give us this connection. Because, like, it's hard out here with what we're going through, like, knowing who our husband is and not really knowing what to do about it, or not being allowed by God to do anything about it. It's a weird place to be in, y'all. And so, yeah, I'm just thankful that he's given me and almost now, after talking to him about it and thinking about it, I am now thankful that I'm going through this so I can help somebody else feel like they're not alone. You know what I mean? And I'm thankful that he chose me to go through this so I could help somebody else the way I want to. So that's about where we're at. There's no real updates besides I got ghosted and had to deal with my feelings because nobody was trying to hurt me. And that's the other thing, is I think looking at somebody else's intention in something is important. Because Kyle didn't do nothing to hurt me. He really didn't. And I didn't want to demonize him or like make him the bad guy. But at first I was mad. I was hurt. And were there things I said to friends that probably took it out on him? Probably. Can't remember them all right now, and that's probably for the best. But I did also say to God, I'm sorry if I said anything bad about your son. But he made me mad. Like, you know what I mean? And God was, once again, gracious, patient, loving, and forgave me. But it's just like, yeah, when things like this happen, that it was like nobody was trying to hurt you, you just got hurt. I think it's a good time for self-reflection, but also feeling. There was a good amount of time, I think it was like 2 days, where I just cried. And I know that sounds like a lot because this ain't my man, and it just sounds like so much. But I think it was more so frustration with my situation than the guy or what he even did or what happened. It was just like, God, I don't want to be going through this pain and heartache. He ain't even my man. I am single. Been single, staying single until such a time as you decide. So why am I going through this, And I think allowing myself to feel that was really helpful. So I guess in summation, I encourage you guys to feel your feelings with everything throughout anything, but especially if you know who your husband is and you're just trying to navigate it. Feel what you want to feel, but also find a way to channel that. Maybe for you it's journaling. Maybe for you, like for me, it's writing or like making these videos and sharing. Like, find something to channel it into, because it is exhausting to just keep it up here, and it will wear you out, y'all. Wear you out. I think that's what happened with me and Zach. That's his name. Me and Zach. It wore me out and it made me tired. And God gave me a break, thank God. And I think there was also some other stuff going on Zach's end. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, I say all that to say just channel it somewhere because you can't hold on to it, and let yourself feel it and then let it go and let God. So that's where I'm at. Y'all keep praying for my clarity, praying for my peace. Y'all can pray for Kyle too. God will know who you're talking about. I can't tell y'all his real name because I'm a scaredy cat. I'm gonna be honest. So y'all pray for Kyle. Pray for me. Pray for our relationship. Pray for our future generations. Just pray if you want to pray. I really appreciate you guys watching. And I hope this was interesting. It sounds like a sad story of me getting ghosted and then having to deal with my emotions. But that's where I'm at. And I hope that helps somebody. If you want to talk about this, hit me up. A few of my friends on here have. Hey y'all, hit me up. Let's keep talking. Let's keep chatting. If you're new here, let's chat. Let's DM me. Leave a comment, whatever you want to do. Let's build a community. You know what I mean? And yeah, I appreciate you guys for watching. Follow me, all that good stuff. Okay, thanks for watching. Love you guys. Bye.